What up, Team Light? Hope you guys are doing well. Guys, I'm here to talk about the present energies right now because they're insane for everyone. I don't care who you are, where you're at on your journey. You're getting your ass handed to you in some way, shape, or form. I want to first address those advanced souls that feel like they are on the other side of this. Even if you are not experiencing perhaps a dark night of the soul, you are in some way, shape, or form experiencing an ego death. You are definitely getting major cellular upgrades, okay? This is happening during the day. This is happening at night. And guys, it's to the point where I have not experienced a psychic attack in so long. And yesterday as I was driving, I literally had to expel shit off of me because it was manifesting physically in my body. I could feel pain in my neck, in my legs. This morning I woke up and felt like I did a fucking push-up contest last night, okay? So I think that our physical bodies are definitely enduring something that has to do with this upgrade. So again, if you've been doing the work for years, if you are on the other side of this, just know that it is still so important to have self-care right now. It is still so important to detox right now. I feel blessed because I was just aligned with a new good friend, my bud Doug or whatever. Yeah, sorry, Doug. He invited me to do a celery juice detox, a cleanse with him. So I'm on day 7 of that. I thought yesterday was day 7, but today is. And I've been drinking nothing but fucking celery juice. Do you guys believe it? So yeah, in some way, shape, or form, you're being guided to detox. You are getting these physical body pains and you are probably being psychically attacked on some way. Here's why. It's what I've been saying for like a fucking year now. They are going out swinging, okay? So they're kicking the can down the road. In other words, all of the, the dark energy or the devil energy or the energy that wants to keep us stuck in our past and not on our ascension path is really, it's just showing up like last attempts. The truth is it's out of gas. And I want to get into the reason why some of you who maybe don't feel like you're on the other side of it are really experiencing a dark night of the soul right now. Let me clarify dark night of the soul first. I don't like the term because it makes it feel like the soul is dark. The soul is never dark. The soul is light. Don't get it twisted. Make no mistake. Thanks for the hearts coming in, guys. But when the dark night of the soul occurs, it's a very real thing in the way in which it's like, you're depressed as fuck. You're getting slammed as fuck. I even pulled out, because this card, where did I put this card, there's a reason why these 2 cards have been coming out in so many readings right now. Because this devil energy wants to keep us chained to the past. And this Tower card is exactly what it fucking looks like. It's everything that you have not purged, cleansed, addressed, healed, acknowledged, everything that you've buried, everything that maybe you even thought you moved on from and you haven't, it is being shaken up. It is being shaken up. Okay? Here's why it's a good thing. Because we need these things to be resituated because I'm seeing this coming in waves. There's a wave of humanity that has been awakened to their soul mission, at least in some way, shape, and form. They've tapped into their passions. They've done a dark night of the soul that was probably lasting for a year or more, okay? And now they're raising up to the point that they can lead the rest of humanity. This is the true light worker. This is the true way shower. This is the OG in the game. This is the soul that signed up to lead the way. This is not to say there aren't other leaders. This is not to say there aren't other light workers doing other work. But there's a particular group that is being pushed so hard to cleanse the last of what remains. Anything from the past that is keeping this way shower chained to the past is being detoxed out, whether it's through the physical body, the upgrades, or the emotional and physical cleanse, the emotional and spiritual cleanse. There are some people that have been in the Hangman Mode, okay? Hangman is what it sounds like. It's hiatus. There is a time and a place for rest and retreat. But there's a difference when one takes it to a place where they are stuck and they won't move because they're frozen in fear. And there's a large group of light workers out there that are frozen in fear. They are being indecisive. They are maybe just waiting for, I don't know what they're waiting for, okay? This is a very natural process, what is occurring on a universal level, okay? For this massive quantum leap, for this consciousness that is hitting humanity, for all of the things. It's a very natural process. But there is something to be said about those souls, those humans, okay, that are here now, that signed up for this particular time to be here, that you got to rise. You got to rise in your sovereignty. You got to overcome yourself. This is not about overcoming and beating the system, okay? Yes, that's a big part of what we're experiencing because it was supposed to trigger you to go within. Why do you think quarantine happened? This is all by design, by the universe, to get you to sit with yourself, stop what you're doing, reflect on what you've always known being pulled out from underneath of you. This is why I always say all the adversity out there is beautiful, because you cannot have light without the dark. Everything that is universal is a paradox. So as much as I might be like, fuck Bill Gates and shit like that, the truth is we need these dickheads. We need them because without their darkness, the light wouldn't shine so bright. So dear way shower, dear light worker, dear tribe 144, my family, tap into this. Trust the unfolding. Trust the universal design. Trust the plan. Thank you for the hearts coming in, guys. I don't mean trust the plan out there. I mean trust what you were put here to do and why all of these things, even if they feel uncomfortable right now, you signed up for it to come up in this way. Period. You just did. And when you get to a state, and you've heard me mention 0 point more and more, neutrality, it's not personal. None of this is personal, guys. None of it. None of it's personal. It's all obstacles being put in front of you so that you can overcome them, because here's why. Once you overcome any obstacle, aren't you proud of yourself? Think of when you were in school and you took a test and it was the hardest math test ever and you got an A on it and you thought you were going to get a D because math has been so hard all year, and you get an A or a B even. You're proud because you overcame the obstacle on your own. You took that test. You did it. You figured it the fuck out. No one can do this for you. I don't care if you hire the best healer in the world. At some point, you must realize that healers are guides, and healers are here to awaken your self-healing, because without self-healing, you will never have true self-love. You will love yourself when you learn to heal yourself. Okay? So it's imperative that you tap into your self-love, self-care, because self-love begins with self-care. If you're like, oh, I'll never love myself. Well, we all know that feeling. Because conditioning has taught us to compare and to feel like shit and to feel inadequate and to keep up with the Joneses and all of the things that do not work. They just don't work. But now that we've awakened, it's time to go back to self-love. Start with self-care. Self-love might be the longest of all the journeys of healing. So don't beat yourself up if you're not totally there, but remember that you are needed, you are wanted, and you are loved. You are wanted, needed, loved, over and over and over again. I also wanted to talk about prophecy a little bit today, guys, because, again, you hear me mention 144, that's biblical, Hopi prophecy. Big fan. But there are many other prophecies out there that are coming to fruition. I think that's for a separate video to list all of the connections, and I know that many of you are aware of them already because you follow this stuff too. But this time right now is not for the faint of heart. And from now until solstice, okay, you are going to be squeezed. Like, picture like when you have a rag and you dump it in a bucket and you squeeze it out. You are going to be squeezed. Anything attached to this that wanted to keep you out of your true self and out of your awakening and out of your light is going to literally be squeezed out of you. Again, physically, spiritually, emotionally, etc. We also just had Diwali, the Hindu holiday, excuse me. It's all about victory of light over dark. It's all about the victory of good over evil. And it's all about the victory of knowledge over ignorance. There's too many coincidences right now. Guys, we did it. We did it. It is victory of the light. We are, like, love does win, okay? But it is our responsibility to bring it into fruition on an individual sovereign level. I wanted to talk a little bit about Kali too, and this is where Shinto comes in. Shinto, I'm going to ask you to comment below. Shinto is a master on this, guys. If you're ever traveling in India, definitely hit up Shinto. He knows everything about tradition and all of these beautiful things that are in India, and he lives in the oldest city in India. So he has a lot of the historical knowledge and cultural knowledge. So I'm going to ask him to comment below and give you some more information, maybe on the holiday festivals and definitely on Kali, because he's not the first person that told me I'm Kali. So Kali Ma, I have this oracle deck. I'm not going to pull cards today from it, guys, but I do want to read you something from the introduction because this energy is really big. And Kali Ma is all about facing fear, okay? Facing fear and overcoming darkness. Let me just read this to you really quick because this energy is present for us right now. It says, when we encounter Kali, we can be sure that whatever is unfolding will ultimately be to our spiritual benefit. Likely, the process will involve challenging and painful initiations. Guys, we're in an initiation stage, okay? The pain is temporary and the benefit eternal. I want to repeat that. The pain is temporary and the benefit eternal. But when you are going through the agony before the ecstasy, knowing that may not be much comfort. Okay, that's this. Okay. One of the teachings of the wild divine mother is not to fear pain, but to find the courage within to move through it. Real quick, one more part. A Band-Aid eventually needs to come off so a wound can heal. We may fear the pain and pull at it, feeling the prolonged suffering as a hair by hair is pulled out from the root. However, if we take too long, we may miss a vital unfoldment of our destiny. This is why we cannot stay in this state any longer. You're going to miss out on your destiny, bro, and your soul didn't come here for that. Kali manifests to get us moving, and we'll rip the darn thing clean off. There is shock, but if we can be brave, the pain, knowing that will pass, we will truly release an era of suffering. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about karmic healing and ancestral healing, guys. You came here for this. Your ancestors did not pick the weakest link in the chain, okay? They picked the strongest soul to clear all this, and you are that. You are that. We need Kali's wildness and protection to ensure we do not turn away from where the path is leading or get stuck or distracted from what we need to do to activate our divine potential. Okay? So, this is about your divine potential. And whenever I make vids, it's always really difficult because I know I have, at this point, everyone is so ranging. Some people are just still waking up. So way showers, like you're still working. You're still working for God. Those of you that are awakening, it's a lot for you. I can't imagine. But guess what? It's a lot for anyone that has an awakening. The Tower card is first of all, the Tarot deck, every card is an archetype. Okay? It's the Fool's Journey. This guy. It's the Fool's Journey through all of the different experiences. Sometimes you guys might hear people say the hero's journey too. These are every story, every movie, okay? All classic literature is built on the hero's journey. The guy that you hate at the beginning of the story, or the protagonist. You're like, what is this character? What is this character doing? And then as the story goes on, you see that the character, even though they present a certain way, they're really just undergoing lessons. And they're going on a journey. They're having experiences. And by the end of the book, you love them. That's a true protagonist. The hero of the story. The fool of the book. You are that fool. You are experiencing all of these archetypes. You have experienced all of these archetypes, and maybe you're experiencing it the heaviest for the first time now. But it's serving you. It's just a crash course in it. It's just real condensed. But it's possible for you to move through this. You will move through this. And again, from now until solstice, expect massive purging on all levels and surrender to it and know that it's for your highest good and that it is for your evolution. Okay, guys? Please practice self-care, especially for those of you. I know some of you are still working like full-time jobs and stuff, which, that's fine. Like, if you don't have a job or if you work for yourself, I don't know what your scenario is, but for those of you that are still in this, like, I want to call it the grind, really practice self-care and really don't take anything that you hear around you from others personally, especially at the workplace. Because when people come there right now, they're going to be dumping out all the shit that they're experiencing at home. Or, I mean, chances are a lot of them are very matrixy anyway. They're just going to be being really fake, and it's going to irritate you because you're going to be like, how do you not see what's going on? So breathe, remember to breathe, and remember to be gentle on yourself. And please, 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 self-care is everything. One last thing. Shit is popping as far as sustainable communities and as far as New Earth communities that are popping up. Really, I know of a couple popping up here in the United States now. If you guys are interested in Arizona, I am going to be sending out for those people that are interested, an email at some point or a message. I don't know how I'm going to send it out. Somehow online, though, to those of you that put your name on the list that's on the link in my bio. If you think you are interested in sustainable living, which generally will look like this, off-grid, no 5G, growing our own food, obviously having to use matrix and farm resources to supplement until we get our own shit really popping. But yeah, a very beautiful way of living that includes more of the intuitive side of things, more of the natural healing. This is not commune. This is going to be selective. This is why I'm asking you, if you're serious, click the link in my bio, scroll down to the last button and click and add your name to the list. It's not an email list. I don't have time to email people every day. I'm not one of those like newsletter people. Okay. No offense to those that are, but like, that's not the vibe is this. If you add your name to that list because you're interested or think you might be interested at some point before solstice, I think it's going to be much before solstice, but that's how much time I'm giving myself. I'm going to send you a very detailed list of bullet points of what this is going to look like. Now, I'm still doing this. So it's going to be a very flexible situation, and I'm going to make the best intuitive calls through this process, but it is happening out here, and I'm not the only one doing it. So chances are, if you add your name to that list, I may be connected with someone else out here or in another location, a state close by that is doing something similar. I really encourage you guys to take this seriously because shit in the Matrix is going to get fucking way worse. And it's not about running from the dark. It's about these breakout societies that we all knew were going to happen, or at least I did. Shit. It's supposed to go down like this. It's a splitting of Earth. It's a splitting. So you're going to have the chaos keep going on for those souls that chose to sign up for it, aka failed their soul mission. And then you're going to have the other that is going to bring heaven on earth. Okay? I like Arizona because a lot of the prophecy, especially related to Hopi, the Hopi reservation is right here. And it just feels like a very sacred place. There's also, I know it's a desert, but again, everything's a paradox because there's water source out here that I have been privy to, and I want to share that with you guys as well. So go ahead and click the link in my bio, scroll all the way down to the last button and click that, and add your name to the list if you think you are interested. Again, this is going to be more private, even though I'm advertising it here. We're going to be selective, no dickheads there. No, it's not going to happen. What up, Doug? I just was talking about you. I was just telling them about our conversation. What up, Woodward Stone? What up, Cosmic Light, Viking Warrior? What up, Siobhan? What up, Grace? Oh, thanks, Angie. You are thebomb.com. And you too. I want to talk to you more after this weekend. Well, I guess it is after this weekend. I'm going to talk to you more about your experience lighting up the military at that new base. What up to the UK? What up, Justin Goff? Canada in the house. Where's Shintu? Shintu's probably asleep because their fucking time difference is so wild. All right, I'm going to go. Have a great day. I love you all. And yo, purge, baby, purge. This is the fucking tower moment as fuck for everyone. Just go with it. If you're doing this, your soul's like, bro, why'd we come here again? So take care.